What's it on back to We got to put this together, then take it right back apart. So we got to paint this. This goes gold, candy gold, gold candy on the frame. A lot of the suspension parts over there are going to be candy gold. It's going to look good.
We already got the front frame suspension brackets on. He understands that the place of this dictates the place of the bumper, which is what we're worried about for its clearance with the dual intake manifold. If you guys followed along in the video, you know he's going with the new Holley dual intake, the dual throttle body intake. We're authorized dealer Holley as well, so it's a nice clean product, but it's about 12 inches tall. So we'll fit it, it's no problem, but we definitely gotta check. It's gonna be challenging. So did they ever get those bolts tightened down? These bolts. Nope. These bolts. You know,
put that on video how they.
No, that's I told him we should have did what we think of checker racing subframes. You know what I'm saying? Like, know that they body mount don't line up. You know, you're gonna have to like
make a pocket.
Yep. That's the issue you running into with how close they got the mount to the frame. You don't have the room to put the circumference of the bottom bushing back in. So you don't have the room to put something like this in because this would be hitting the frame. This is where the overlap of the frame. Well, if you cut that frame out and notch it, it'll have a full bushing, you know. And the extra time to make that pocket in the frame, you know, the customer may have another $1,000 into it. Well, if you paid $2,500 for this frame and you put another $1,000, that's $35,000. Well, you probably could have went to Ride Tech and got, you know, Ride Tech is a more premier line. They're probably gonna have everything X and O'd out the correct way to where you don't run into those problems. So, but that's what happens with people that try to build these cars with a cost-effective mind state. I understand budget cautious builds. I was a guy that built cars like that at one point, but it gets to a point to where if somebody asks me, yo, what did it take to build one of these? I'm gonna tell them, don't go in if you're just trying to be cheap. Like, do it, don't worry about what it costs, do it for the love of it. Because there's a lot of times you can put all that money in the car, if you try to sell it, you might not get everything out of it. Sometimes you can. You just have to be cautious of what kind of cars you build. A lot of this stuff right here was actually done for the framework that they did. They got a true race 4-link built for the car. The crazy thing is the car was already had a 4-link from the factory, but obviously the one that they built is designed to withstand a lot more horsepower. But because of that, the provisions had to be made for the coilover. So we had to box everything off, which would kind of give it a little more support here, and then just go in and do all the continuous wheels, seal everything up, grind it down. This car is not a car that they actually make aftermarket floor plan for yet. You know, for the manufacturers that do make them, it's something I would, because it's such a coveted vehicle. Like, this been a coveted vehicle when I was in high school in the 90s. If you had a convertible 71 through 75 convertible Chevy, you was the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe now people are starting to see how much of the demand it is with the donk racing, so much popularity. Like, they have tubular coilover kits, rear-end kits for it that you can get already pre-made. Mosier, Real Dealer, they have one that's pre-made, a muscle pack. So they're starting to recognize the attention that's actually paid to these cars. But nope, it's not a car that you can actually get an aftermarket floor pan for. So Mr. Chris would have to manufacture the floor pans. And you see here, this piece was manufactured. We had to make it. Also, he had to bend the natural contour that's in the factory piece here. He had to bend the new piece with that same contour. Now, of course, we're going to grind it down, like I said, maybe body work it a little more. But when you manufacture it, you also want to kind of add the same contour that's in it and everything. So it's just staging.